So here we have the Kia Cee'd 1.6 CRDI GT line Sportswagen on a 67 plate. I'm going to start off by showing you around the outside of the car, and then we'll hop in and I'll run through a few controls on the inside. But from the outside you can see that it's a 5-door car with alloy wheels and tinted windows. Let's start off inside the boot and then work our way around the rest of the car from there. So as we approach the back of the car, you'll see we've got those twin exhaust pipes, reversing sensors. This car's also got reversing camera, which I'll show you when we're inside the car, and plenty of boot space, as you can see, along with that 60/40 split folding rear seat. Okay, so we're just going to work our way back round to the front of the car now, and then I'll hop in and run through some controls on the inside. But now that we've done a full circle of the car, you can see that it's in lovely condition the whole way round. Just briefly before I climb in, I think it's well worth seeing the interior from this exterior point of view. These seats are as good as new. There's plenty to run through on the dashboard, so let's hop in and we'll do that right now. Okay, so now that we're inside the car, we're going to start off with the dials. On the left-hand side, we have the rev counter. In the middle, we have the speedometer. And then on the far right-hand side, we have the fuel gauge. You can also see in the middle there, the total miles for this car are 3,019, so very low mileage. Above that, we've got the trip computer. The information that's displayed up there can be changed using buttons on the steering wheel. So not only have you got trip computer information for fuel economy and what have you, but you've got menus along the top for satellite navigation, your music, and then a couple of different vehicle setting menus as well. And the buttons I was using to operate that are these ones down on the right hand side just here. Above that, we've got cruise control and speed limiter, and the ability to change the steering setup of the car from normal to sport. So a push of that button, you can see there it says steering mode normal or sport. The sport mode and comfort as well, in fact, but the sport mode will make the steering firmer, the comfort mode will make it lighter, so for parking in cities and stuff like that. Over on the right hand side of the steering wheel, we've got stereo controls as well as phone controls, including voice activation for the phone. So hit that button, ask it to dial anyone in your contacts list, and it will do that for you without you having to take your phone from your bag or pocket. That is, of course, once you've paired the phone, and that is done over on the central screen just here. So, firstly, before we come back to that, you've got a few menu buttons on the right and left, but essentially it's all touchscreen. So if I hit that button there, for example, you can see this car's got DAB radio, FM radio and AM radio as well. When I press media, it will say that nothing is connected, because nothing is connected, no media files available. What you can do is connect up a USB device, an auxiliary device, and you can stream music wirelessly via Bluetooth audio as well. And there's plenty of videos showing how that works on our website. They're well worth checking out. And there's a video on the satellite navigation as well, which this car has. Just hit map and follow the instructions, but as I say, it's worth checking out the video. I mentioned when we were at the back of the car that we had a reversing camera. You can see that just there. So it will show you a colour image, but it'll also give you the guidelines on the ground showing you what direction the car is headed in relation to the image that you see on the screen. Working our way down from there, we've got dual zone climate control, so you can adjust the temperature independently on either side of the car. You can adjust the fan speed up and down from here. That button will turn the air conditioning on, or back off again, of course. If you hit that button, it will turn the car to auto, and the car will maintain these temperatures by taking control of the fan speed itself. You can override that by readjusting the fan speed accordingly. Under that, we have two 12-volt charging sockets, the USB and auxiliary input that I mentioned previously, and a 6-speed manual gearbox. All that leaves me to say is thank you for taking the time to watch this video. If you'd like to come and see the car in person and have a test drive, please feel free to call any of our MJA sites. We'd love to hear from you soon.